Hi, this is Corey P. Dunlap, the President and CEO of Vision Pursuit Destination, coming to you live on location, here to talk to you about one thing. What is that one thing? The 7 pillars of success. That's right, the 7 pillars of success. When you think about pillars, you probably think about these trees right here. This tree could be a pillar. In fact, here's another pillar right here. That's right, another pillar right here. But we're going to talk to you about the 7 pillars of success. Things that are going to help keep you standing strong and going along. How about that? The first pillar is this right here, determination. In fact, say it with me, say determination. Determination talks about how bad do you want it? Are you determined for success, or are you just willing to give up? Do you know the quickest way to get from point A to point B? You've heard it before, is a straight line. So to get from here to there, you've got to be determined. You know, invariably it is football season this time of season. And you know what? The winning football team is determined to win. Ask yourself a question. Was the losing football team determined to win? They probably were, but they were not as determined as the one who prevailed. All right? The second pillar is this right here, inspiration. That's right, say inspiration. Who or what has inspired you to succeed? You know, years ago when I worked for Bell South Corporation, I had a chance to sit down with my sales manager and ask him this question. Hey, Debbie, what inspired you to be successful? And the answer is going to surprise some of you, but it didn't surprise me. She said this right here. The thing that inspired me to be successful is that I don't want to be poor. Poverty was a motivation against inspiration. So she was inspired, therefore, to become rich. And rich she was, and rich she still is today. So who or what has inspired you? The next pillar is this right here, imagination. You've heard this saying, now nothing shall be restrained from them from what they've imagined to do. What are you imagining today? All right? Because right now, whatever you're imagining, it can happen. Put the image in front of you, imagination, which is the biggest nation. When you imagine or go through imagery, you're actually pulling yourself to a place through the realm called imagination. All right? The next point is this right here, number 4, knowledge. Everybody say knowledge. You got to go back to school. All right? You got to go back to school. Not necessarily to a school where there's a teacher or instructor, but you got to say, you know what? I got to improve my serve and learn more things. If you want to go from point A to point B, if you want to succeed, guess what? You've got to acquire more knowledge. What's the next one? Creativity. Creativity is the atmosphere of activity. When you storm your brain, or some people call it brainstorming, I call it storming your brain. When you storm your brain, you're able to extract the knowledge and the potential on both your logic side and guess what? Your creative side. We're talking about creativity. Number 6 is optimism. Be optimistic about everything. Pessimism gets you nowhere. Optimism gets you everywhere. In fact, when those guys took that trip to the moon, they were optimistic about going, putting the footprints there, putting the American flag there, and guess what? They were optimistic about coming home. How about you? And the last one is... Hi, this is Corey P. Dunlap, the President and CEO of Vision Pursuit Destination, located here in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to just today go over with you the essential elements to your dream. That's right, there are essential elements to your dream that you need to know about, but there are 13 of them. Lucky 13 today. Number 1 is process. Realize to go from point A to point B, you're going to go through a process. Number 2, realize that you have power in your dream. Your dream is not a weak dream. When you dream at night, it's not a weak dream. It came to you for a reason. That's what gives it all the power. Number 3 is wisdom. Knowledge is knowing what to do, but wisdom is knowing how to do it. So when you get knowledge, realize there's something you must do with that knowledge, and that's the wisdom part. Number 4 is rejection. Don't worry about rejection. Every salesman knows this. For every no, there is a yes. For every maybe, there's a yes. For every not yet, there is a yes. So get ready for that yes that's coming to your door. Number 5, label. Don't worry about labels. Some people may call you a failure, but what are you calling yourself? Label yourself a success. In fact, I wrote a book called I Thought About Success, I Am Success. If you call yourself a success, guess what? That's what you are. Number 6, unknown worth. And when you find gold in the ground, do you realize how much money you have found? If you find a rock, do you call it a rock? Do you call it a diamond? Take it to the marketplace. Realize what you got. It may be unknown to you, but it's known to them. That's going to test it. Number 7, restoration. You may have lost some things, but get ready. It's getting ready to come back to you. It's not what you lost, it's what you find. Number 8, envy. Don't worry about the haters. Let the haters be your motivators, because guess what? Where you go to the top, there's room for you at the top, but there ain't room for them. All haters are down at the bottom of the ladder. All successful people and thinkers are at the top of the ladder. Number 9, favor. When God is with you and on your side, you have unmerited favor. You know what they call that? Grace. The grace of God. Number 10, restoration. Some things that you lost again will be restored back to you. And this is married with number 7, position number 7. So when things are restored back to you, realize you got to become a giver and not just a receiver. Number 11, be a blessing to others. Number 12, hidden treasures. And number 13, new creation. I am Corey P. Dunlap, your motivational speaker. Those were the 13 essential elements of success. Hey, Eagles, don't meet me at the top, beat me there. Because as always, the eagle only lands just to take off. And I'm gone. Thank you. Dunlap, the President and CEO of Vision Pursuit Destination. We're live here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, along the coastline. You see this beautiful waterway? That's what we're talking about here today. But my company is called Vision Pursuit Destination. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked that question. Vision Pursuit Destination. As you can see, the vision out here is endless. Guess what? Your vision is endless too. We have 2 eyes. Not just one, but you have 2 eyes. I want you to see where you're going. Get a vision of it, because guess what? You're headed that way. So Vision Pursuit Destination, what is that? When you see what you see, you're willing to go after what you want to go after. You have to be determined to go after your vision. Pursuit, what is pursuit? When you think about pursuit, think about football. If you're playing football today, or if you're playing football on the beautiful beaches, or whatever you're playing, if you have a vision and you're willing to pursue the goal line, guess what? You're going to go after it. What is destination? The destination is the goal line. For me, the destination right now is this beach. I want all of you all to get a picture of where you're headed. Get the vision, pursue it, and get the destination. Because guess what? You're headed there. Now, it works both on the positive side and the negative side of the ledger. But today, we want to focus on the positive things. No matter where you are viewing this video, I don't care if you're in California, in Dubai, or even right here in beautiful sunny South Florida. I want you to come along with me, ride with me, walk with me, see what I see, so you can go where I'm going. Because guess what? We're all headed someplace. Think of a ladder. You can't just jump from the bottom of the ladder to the top of the ladder. You know the word, the steps of a good man or woman are order of the Lord. So as you continue to take those steps, you will get to that destination. And once again, this is yours truly, Corey P. Dunlap, live and on location right here in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Visit me on Facebook. Thank you for that brief introduction. Of course, that's just a brief synopsis of who I am. To find out the rest of the story, I want y'all to sit down with me sometime. We'll talk about the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say. But getting right down to the nitty-gritty, I'm glad to be here today, and I'm glad to be able to share with you all. I do want to let you know I will be a part of the author's book signing coming up. I've written a book. I am working on my 2nd book. The title of the book is called I Thought About Success, I Am Success. In fact, why don't y'all say this? Say, I thought about success.
I thought about success.
I am success.
I am success.
All right, this book takes you from the beginning to the end, takes you from thinking about something to actually seeing it at the very end. And once you get a glimpse of actually seeing it, you're inspired to go there. You've heard the expression, go there. You don't want to go there, but yeah, we're going to go there. But today, I want to talk to you about the power of expectation. The power of expectation. A lot of times in life, you don't get what you want out of life, but you will get what you expect. And right now, I want to coin this room just for a moment, if I can. This is the I Am Success Conference Center. Because I believe that everybody in here, we are successful. And I believe we're successful in our own rights. But I want to take you beyond that place that you thought about success to the next level where you're thinking about going to the next level of success. The title of this message is called The Power of Expectation. Today, I want you to choose successive environments in order to birth new successes. So your environment is a big deal. Where, if you play football, you want to be on the football field. You play basketball, you want to be on the basketball court. You play golf, you want to be in the fairway. So where you choose your environment, that is where your success lies. Your environment is a big deal. So everybody say, my environment is a big deal.
My environment is a big deal.
That's right. When it comes to success, the right conducive place or space which invites success inside and to dwell or fellowship with you. I want to just encourage everybody here to send an invite, an invitation, a friend request. Every time you dream or vision comes to you, that is your birthday. That's right. Every time a dream or a vision comes to you, that is a birth of something new. So let's call it a birthday. So like I said, I want you to send an invite, a friend request, to success. See, success, come and abide and make your abode with me. Come and be a part of what I'm doing because I want to know what you're all about. It's like preparing for a guest. We just had Memorial Day. We're going to have the 4th of July coming up. But at the end of the year, everybody will be preparing for Thanksgiving. So when you are expecting guests, you know what you're doing? You're making preparations. You're setting the table, you're getting the food, you're getting your guest list out, everybody's participating. You know, it's like, what are you bringing to the party? Because when you bring something to the party, you have the right to dance. Give yourselves a round of applause. So your inner expectation causes you to get in motion because this is the process. Before you see something in the natural, you will visualize it in the spiritual. Before you see it in the natural. It's like this group that we're a part of. We're talking about going forward. This is not just another group. This is a group of leaders. Everybody say leaders.
Leaders.
Everybody say, I am a leader.
I'm a leader.
See, in order to lead, you got to first be a follower.
Yes.
In order to be a follower, you must be taught. And if you're going to be taught, you must learn something. But when you learn something, when you're taught, and when you become a leader, guess what? You attract other followers. Because as an expectant, you are a magnet. You only go attract what you're like. How can you go and invite other people to be a part of this organization, group organization, but if you got a bad attitude? All right? How can you misrepresent yourself first? Misrepresent the organization that you work for second. And thirdly, misrepresent the place where we all work. You can't do it. Everybody say, I can't do it.
I can't do it.
All right, so before you see something in the natural, you will visualize it first. It's almost like the color purple. When those two sisters got separated, they both visualized themselves coming back to see each other again and again and again. And you know the rest of the story. They came back together based on their degree of expectation. By the way, when I met Danny Glover a couple of years ago, he told the group that I was with, he said, why don't you become the architect of your own rescue? Instead of waiting on the next person to do something for you, you heard my favorite quote, if it is to be, it's up to me. Instead of you waiting on this or that or this or that or becoming in fear of what's going on around you, you know, everybody here has two hands. You have 5 fingers on each hand. That means you have at least 5 talents and abilities to give on the right side, 5 talents and abilities to give on the left side, and your hands are connected to your wrist. Your wrist gives you the flexibility. You've heard the expression, blessed are the flexible, for they should never be broken. So when you become flexible, you put yourself in a position to go out and become what you thought you could do. So, you know, years ago, I did a presentation to a group of young people, and I told them this, right, I'm going to tell you the same thing. The reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers won 4 Super Bowls in the 1970s, there's no secret. It's because... Hey, this is Corey Dunlap, motivational speaker extraordinaire. That's right, you read the book, Thought About Success, I Am Success. Now I got a t-shirt, how about that? I am success. Not just me, but so are you. On the side, we have Team Success. Whose team are you on? I'm on Team Success. If you turn to the back, it says optimism. That's right, be optimistic about everything. And visit my website, eagletakeoff.com. Now, I'm going to demonstrate how you can be successful. Here we have 225 pounds. I'm going to lift it. I'm thinking about success. I am successful. Let's go through the process. Here we go. Thanks, Eva. You're doing a great job. All right, here we go. I thought about success. I am success. All right, here we go. See? Told you, just like that. Thought about success. I am success.